Welcome back to ScarletSprites, guys. You already know what this is. I'm down to the wire here. There's just one game left. One game to go for a complete Neo Geo MVS collection. And that's just really crazy to think about, and how I used to play the Neo Geo MVS machine in the arcade back in the day. And if you would have told me that future me would have a Neo Geo arcade machine in his house and all of the games, I don't think I would have believed it. It would have blown my mind. And even to think something like the Neo SD or Darksoft's Neo Geo Flash Cart would be a reality, giving you all the games running off of real arcade hardware, it's just really pretty amazing. It's an incredible time to be alive. But okay, there's one game left to complete things, which means I just added the second to last cart that I needed for my collection, and that would be Breakers. So you'll notice right away that this is a full MVS kit. The outer box really isn't in great shape at all. You can see it's been a little beat up. It has some tape across it and some creases. I don't really care too much about that. I really just wanted the cart. But the great news is that I got a fantastic deal on this kit. This whole thing was $58 shipped, which is cheaper than what you'll typically find just the cart for. I don't have a ton of concerns about authenticity on this one, so I'm going to spare you the usual opening in this video. I can say that on the ScarletSprites half-hearted lazy check, peering through the vent holes on one side of the cart, there are no EEPROMs on the program board. Now sure, the second board could contain an EEPROM, but this is a full kit that I paid $58 for, so I'm not going to sweat that even if it were the case. You'll notice this cart has a nice holographic label on it, and even better, when we get to the serial number on the end, you can see that it matches the MVS box. This would be what's considered a matching kit. Now often you'll find complete kits where the serial numbers don't match, and that could be for a number of reasons. Sometimes people are able to track down and hand assemble pieces to create a kit, and in other cases arcade operators may have had multiple copies of a game and simply tossed the wrong cart back into a box. In cases like the latter, you'll often see the numbers being just ever so slightly off. My SVC Chaos kit is like that. The cart and box are off by just one digit. So what else is in the box? Some of you have seen the dip settings sheets before, which simply gives an overview of each of the game's settings as well as its default options. Next up, we have the included mini flyers. As is often the case, one of these is kind of like a mini poster and the other is a simple breakdown of how to play. I'm a little concerned by the quotes around "your" on the mini poster. Is Visco insinuating that my soul isn't actually mine? Whose is it then, and when was it taken from me? Ah, that's right, that's when it left. The second mini flyer is like a one-page instruction booklet. I like the reference to the ultra super killing technique myself, because you really can't have enough adjectives when describing murder when trying to make your fighter sound even remotely as cool as one with the word ultimate in it. Speaking of cool words, there's also one that isn't. Pussing! You gotta puss those buttons, guys, if you want to discover the hidden technique. As a side note, a good friend named Daniel used to lose Street Fighter matches all the time back in the day because he'd puss the buttons. You gotta make a decision, man. You don't just puss, you decisively slam those things. Now, all puss aside, we end this flyer with the most zen statement in the Neo's library: strength world is not a dream. And I think that's really important, and that some of you out there might need to hear that. Moving on to the last item in the box, and something with fewer amusing typos, is the mini Marky. Now this one is in pretty good shape overall. There is a little bit of yellowing on it, which is very common due to the heat that was generated by the back lamp on these, but it's also not cracked, so overall this one is in pretty good shape. And as per usual, I'll go ahead and run the Unibios's CRC check on the cart. No surprise here, everything looks good, but another lazy man's way of validating his cart. And that's really it for today, guys. This has been Breakers, full MVS kit, and really it's hard to not look forward to the next cart. At this point, I need Real Bout Fatal Fury to complete the entire MVS collection, which is really, again, just humbling and kind of crazy to think about. So stay tuned for that. That's up next, and probably do a breakdown of the entire collection either in that video or shortly thereafter. As always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, when the road is long and things aren't going your way, Strength World is not Dream.